Otto, we've done some crazy projects over the year. Today, I'm bringing you a new project. And, sometimes, your work, our work, it started with an idea or something you're passionate about. This time, it's an idea I'm bringing to you.
Okay.
So about 5 years ago, I was at the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. I came across a dinosaur bone dealer. And we've done dinosaur bone in the past, but this time I found a guy who had 2 pieces of T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And what I was able to procure were 2 pieces. One was the top of a femur, so it's a round part about this big, and then a vertebrae. But we sliced up the bulbous part of the femur, and when I first acquired it, okay, super cool material, but the exterior didn't look remarkable. It looked like a weathered bone, like you might imagine. But then when we cut it, it became way more interesting than we anticipated.
Okay.
So here it is. Check that out.
Wow.
What I thought was really cool, and this might have been luck, as the bones absorb minerals in their surrounding.
Yeah.
The texture turned out where, to me, it almost looks scaly.
Yeah.
Like something like I might have imagined the exterior of a T-Rex might actually look like. From that material, we were able to slab out and make enough slabs where the yield was only 3 sets of grips.
Oh man.
So it's going to be limited. Here's the first one.
Okay.
Quickly safety check it. And of course, we had to incorporate some strategic details on our part from a construction standpoint. Because these are very special guns, we created custom serial numbers.
Yeah.
So this one, as you can see, is T-Rex 1. And there'll be a T-Rex 2 and a T-Rex 3. It was too perfect not to incorporate a design detail that is unique to Cabot, which we used on another gun called our Draco Guerra. And at the time, these swoosh marks that you see where the cocking serrations go were designed and envisioned at that time as almost like claw marks from a raptor. Right. So it was the perfect detail to put as cocking serrations on the gun. I thought a very nice template for your work as an engraver to keep the rest of the area available as real estate for engraving. So here's what you're working with.
Okay.
And I thought today maybe we can talk about some ideas on where we can go with this.
Right.
So first of all, thoughts on the grips?
I'm thinking we ought to have something that goes with the pattern and texture that's in the grip. Something that accentuates it, and just put it on there and see what happens. Well, look at that, it fits.
Should.
Yeah. Okay. When I think about a T-Rex and a texture or a pattern or something associated with that, I'm thinking scales and claws.
For sure.
And all that kind of motif, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, so I like the idea, embellishing some corner areas, right?
Right.
And I certainly want to bring in some of the shape of the elements within the T-Rex grips, right?
Yeah,
to carry over the gun. And my thoughts are we can take that and incorporate maybe coloration, like from the relic and the SLB,
right.
Which kind of brings in, if you look at the grips, there's some really cool green undertones. And in the finishing, I think we can highlight as part of the pistol. So giving it a scaly texture that might imagine what the exterior of a dinosaur or a T-Rex off of that flow would be super cool.
Yeah. You want me to draw some ideas I have for the little corner details and stuff? Or?
Yeah, sure. And I am aware of some of the raptor type scroll you've done in the past, right?
Right.
Which might be the perfect project to
incorporate
some of that element.
Yes. Let me just draw some things directly onto the piece and kind of give you an idea of what I have in mind. On this area here, I like to have it arch back this way, so This would be our initial turn, and I'll probably have it fade up out of this pointed area, and then it would gradually make into a claw shape right here. And then they would have the details that almost give it a snake or reptilian kind of feel to it.
Oh, I'm definitely feeling that, Otto.
And then to fill in this space, I'd come up with another claw. Does that make sense?
Oh, totally. And I like the whole motion from the claw mark over into that.
Yeah, it does kind of flow through it.
What are you thinking in terms of like a texture type of pattern? You know, frame, slide.
I would orient the pattern. It needs to have a direction. You know, like with the grip, the flow of the texture, it sort of goes vertically with the grip, but we might want to take the direction of the scales. I like to go this way with the pistol. See? Just like if it were a snake, the head would be here.
Right.
And the tail would be here. But one thing I was thinking about on this one, and it would make it look more lifelike, instead of doing the scales just straight up on like a perfect grid, you know, like that, it's not very lifelike, it's not very interesting.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to be organic.
So
right?
I would have it almost like a stretched net, to where the scales go big to small and big, just like it's wrapping around a real animal's body, you know. So it would make it a lot more interesting, a lot more lifelike. If it were a grid, it would get smaller and then bigger. See? So the scales would be small and get bigger as they go up. Yeah, that's how I would do it. See, it kind of gives another dimension.
We are in the right direction there, Otto. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Like there's an opportunity to engrave the back of the grip safety, right? And let's definitely carry over some cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic, Otto. I can't wait to see this evolve and materialize, and this is going to be another good one.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, working with really fun and cool materials is definitely, you know, one of the things we're all about at Cabot. And certainly making grips out of T-Rex has to be one of the most badass things we've ever done. This engraving project that we're talking about today will be for 3 guns, because there's enough grips to make 3 pistols. And today we are in May 2023. It's been 5 years since acquisition of the materials to making the grips. The engraving will be several months from now. So I expect we'll be able to have 3 T-Rex pistols completed, and perhaps for presentation, and which will be available in early 2024. Can't wait.